Hi, welcome back to part 2. So if you're watching this video, hopefully you've seen my part 1 already, which was my last few days in Wellington and living as an exchange student during the pandemic crisis. And in this video, we will be continuing my journey as I start the journey home. So last time I saw y'all, I left off after eating a bunch of ice cream with my friend Faith, and we had just started to head back to our apartment complex in order to grab our stuff before we headed to the airport. Well, it was my last morning and afternoon, and Faith and I went out and had our last walk to the water, and we got some ice cream, and we were trying to enjoy ourselves the best we could. It's honestly like a beautiful day, but when we were walking back, our group chat started blowing up with all the international students, and they were all like, check your email, check your email. So of course we started freaking out, and so on the elevator up to our places, I read the email, and basically it was just saying that now traveling is a level 4, which is, I didn't even know level 4 was a thing. I thought level 3 was the highest it could go, but now it's level 4, and so they were telling us like we need to go home immediately. So it's a good thing that my flight's today, because if it was any later, then honestly I don't know if I would be able to get home. So I only have about an hour left, so I'm gonna try to completely finish up packing, be all ready to go, and I need to like knock on all my neighbors' doors to get rid of all the food. So let's hope people come and get food, because I need to get rid of it. Faith's only been gone for like 10 minutes, and I already feel so much more lonely. I just have to wait like an hour till my flight. It's like the same day as she went through. And then I'll be in Auckland for like 24 hours. Check-in took forever. They're taking like extra precautions, which I definitely appreciate, but it took forever. There was like a super long line of people, and everybody has to check in one by one, and he has to check your passport, and then the guy asks you like how long you've been in the country for. So then whenever somebody who's coming from out of the country comes in, then the guy has to go over this long speech about how they have to be in a self-isolated room, and they can't use the common areas, and they can't use the elevator, and he has to like give them a special number of this person who will go get the groceries for them and go get food for them. I'm gonna go check out this bathroom real quick so I can go wash my hands. Okay, showers and bathrooms fairly minimal, but it's better than when I'm camping, and it's better than the airport, so. This place is called Base Backpackers. It's a youth hostel, and it is so cheap, and it's like right in the middle of the city. I don't think you can get much better than that. I'm currently trying to check out. stay here all day and just take a nap. So I was gonna wait until like 2 to go back to try to start heading to the airport, but I just got a few text messages from other friends of mine who are trying to go home through that airport, and they're all saying that the airport's really crazy right now and that I need to go, like right now. I'm gonna start heading back to the hostel and start making my way to the airport. As you can tell, they don't like Australia here. I've been waiting for this bus for about 20 minutes now, and then finally I realized I was waiting in the wrong spot. So I think I'm in the right spot now. There's like no good signage here. A lot of my friends are dealing with canceled flights. The gate's closed. So then I landed and I was back in Texas. What was really cool and interesting about the flight was that every single person on the flight was an American citizen trying to get back home. So you kind of felt this sense of security just knowing that like you're not the only one who had to give up their trip. Honestly, I wasn't that sad. I was more sad initially when I found out, but by the time I was on the plane, I was just kind of excited to be back in the security of my house. And I don't know, I was just ready to be home at that point because I was tired of all the unknowns and the insecurity that I had been feeling. So I got to the airport and my mom and my brother picked me up, and my brother, you know, was flaunting that he was driving and he was all excited, and it was just so good to see them. It was really hard not to hug them because I had to keep the 6 feet thing away from my family because I didn't want to risk giving them germs if I had picked it up in the airports. Once I got home, I went into my room because I'm having to quarantine for 2 weeks. But my family made me a cake and they've been keeping me company, sitting outside of my door, and I don't know, it's good to be home. So I hope that you are also staying safe and staying healthy, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for following my journey. So I'm just sitting here trying to catch up with all the classes that I missed, and I look at my emails because I see I got a new one, and you know, emails are starting to scare me a little bit. So basically it told us that the Prime Minister just announced that New Zealand's COVID-19 alert has risen to a level 3. So the country's at a level 3 now, and that they're going to level 4 in 48 hours, meaning that the whole country will go into full lockdown. It's literally my first day back, and that's already happening, so I really did get home like at the perfect time. So yeah.
And they say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love us.